Previously on She-Hulk Attorney at Law, Jennifer Walters decides to become a YouTuber. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, as she's driving along, she turns to the right and starts talking to us like she's one of us. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the favorite YouTubers I follow, they tend to face forward.
Kung Fu hot dog with the 2 pound.
Hey, Kung Fu!
Thank you. Says hail to my favorite honkies. Love you.
Kung Fu hot dog is awesome, man.
Not looking to your left or to your right, but what can I say, folks? Lady drivers.
Captain America was a virgin.
Look out!
I would love for it to be after I'm dead.
And just when you thought it was over, that little bit of insufferability just creeps in, just to remind you, oh my God.
Just remember whose show this actually is.
Hey, it's me, I'm Miniature. I'm a bit teeny tiny this time round because I need you to see like the bigger scope of what's going on for the She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I saw episodes 2 and 3 this morning, and you know, it's the strangest thing I'm about to admit. This felt like a palate cleanser after the awful Rings of Power. Episode 1, and it's so funny, isn't it, that all the stuff we were talking about in the lead up to that show, Sophia Nonvetti's really cringe takes, oh boy, wait until you see her Instagram. It's absolutely hilarious. But at least Sophia Nonvetti is ironically just unaware of the cringe she's projecting about that show, when apparently she's probably one of the better actresses in that series, which makes me laugh. But we got to talk about She-Hulk Attorney at Law, episode 2. Let's just get on with it. So, in terms of like the pacing and the story, it's okay. What I found a little bit more tolerable was that we get to meet Jen Walters' family. She has a heart-to-heart with her father. She listens to him. She hears what he has to say to her. She doesn't rebuttal him or interrupt his flow of speech like she does with her cousin Bruce, which I get it. It's comedic. It's who she is. She's self-absorbed. She's not aware of it. And it's like, yeah, whatever. I'll defend Emil Blonsky for you because I know you two had a bit of a tussle in 2008 and you kissed and you made up. That's the funny thing now. When you see the Abomination in 2008, he's this lean, mean killing machine, and he's just going out in Harlem and destroying stuff. I had to recheck that part, by the way, about Harlem. Did that stuff already? Did it really take place down there? And yeah, I had to refresh my memory. It actually did. So that's fine, whatever. Because you know, if you go to Tatiana Maslany's Instagram right here, it's all about BLM, and she's, you know, this is her. She's actually apparently blocked, or she's kept her profile on private at the moment. So, you know, I was following her because of Orphan Black long before anything else. And, you know, it's pretty ordinary stuff that she's posted there. You know, silly dog pictures, She-Hulk, of course, more dog pictures, husband taking a pee while a dog watches. I'm not sure if I would even allow that to happen. And it's pretty substandard stuff. You know, it's just highlighting things that, you know, you and I may care to think about. And good for her that she wants to be an activist. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Is that her and Bruce Campbell? Am I saying things? Hey, that looks like Bruce Campbell, right? Oh no, more twerking. Oh God. I don't know. Maybe that's somebody else. I hope it's not. I hope that's not Bruce Campbell. Is it? Oh my God. Whatever. Yeah, we're going to get to the twerking scenario in a minute, actually. But Jane Fonda, she was an activist back in her day as well. So an actor, an actress becoming an activist while they should be concentrating on their full-time job, it's nothing new. But that's a quick glimpse into the Instagram account of Tatiana Maslany. But just going back to She-Hulk Attorney at Law, 5.1 based on 70,000 reviews. It's the funny thing with IMDb, actually, like as soon as you go on the page, this thing pops up and it says, how do you rate your favorite TV show? And I gave it a 3 stars out of 10 and it just accepted it. So whereas Rotten Tomatoes is very carefully curated. If you post anything negative about a show like Rings of Power that is getting such a backlash at the moment, then of course they're going to control that. But here on IMDb, like, anything goes. But episode 2 of She-Hulk, it was okay. You know, you didn't see too much of the She-Hulk herself. Actually, did in bits and pieces. Tim Roth is fine as Emil Blonsky. Tim Roth has always been a fantastic actor anyway. Why he would return as that character, I don't know. Maybe he needs the paycheck, maybe he's got kids, and maybe he wants to be cool to his kids by appearing in something that is MCU related, so who knows? I will say the stand-up people for me in this series, there's only 2 actors I really like in the show. One is Ginger Gonzaga as Nikki Ramos. She makes me laugh. She's got a very nice quirkiness about her. Some people have said that she's like Fran Drescher, the actress. I can see that actually. But yeah, you know, look, Ginger Gonzaga, she's not an ugly chick. She's a pretty attractive chick. But more importantly to me, she's actually a very funny person. She has that kind. She'll be the kind of woman you have a drink at the bar with, and she'll crack you up with her jokes. And then you might end up going home together afterwards. That would be rather nice, I think. And Drew Matthews as Dennis Bukowski, I think he is hilarious. To me, he's relatable. And he's not a person of color for me to be relatable to him. I just see myself in him. Except, I've got to make this point very, very clear. At my place of work and previous places of work, I did not have a room called the Jason Sphere. Remember that, because apparently that was quite a funny joke in this, but I didn't laugh. But it brought a kind of a wry smile to my face, just ever so slightly, and that was it. But we move on from the episode 2 and we just dive into episode 3. Oh boy, wow. I think this is where a lot of the attacks on this show is coming from.
Superhero alter ego called She-Hulk, the statuesque green lawyer, has been plagued by public backlash.
Again, I didn't see too much of the man-hating going along. There are some dismissive comments. Yeah, Jen Walters comes out with that thing about billionaires being narcissistic, and her friend Ramos saying to her, are you going to be part of the Avengers? And you know what? I'm going to get to that part as well in the end, because I've got a bit of wish fulfillment for that, which probably won't ever happen, but a single man like myself, based male, we got to think about these things, right? So, there's this reference to Megan the Stallion all the way through, and I'm like, I don't know who this chick is. So for some reason, Megan the Stallion, if you look her up, she's got that's not her real name. She's a rapper, she's an actor. Oh, really? So if you look at her credentials on IMDb, basically, if you appear in a music video which is seen in the public eye, that qualifies you as an actress or an actor. No, it doesn't. So, look, just having a look at all of these titles, she's done collaborations with Beyonce. She's had a song called Bitch, Savage, featuring Da Baby, Cry Baby. I mean, who gives a fuck, man? What? Thought shit? So this is who Marvel, Victoria Alonso, this is who they hire. I mean, from the thumbnails, you can see she's wearing cowboy chaps, a bikini top on, whatever. I've had a quick glance at, hey, can we look at this? Can we get this? Yeah. So basically, this is this is the stuff you see in her music videos. I mean, and she sticks her ass right in the camera's face. It's that gratuitous. But apparently, Marvel have no problem with someone like her being in their show. I'm not sure what kind of statement it's supposed to make on a family show like She-Hulk. I mean, yeah, we are still calling it a family show. It's still rated 12. And then we get to that dreaded twerk scene. Yeah, we've got to thank New Orleans for twerking. I actually think this is a Jamaican dance hall dance, really. I don't think it originates from New Orleans. If you look it up, I think it goes back to the days of probably ragga music, even before that, actually. Where women will be doing these dances in the dance hall. Then, that's what they would be doing. So I think maybe America has stolen that from Jamaica and passed it off as their own. But you know what? Look, if we're going to say that New Orleans stole that dance from Jamaica, then New Orleans have kind of turned it into a very slutty dance. So women of a like-minded persuasion may want to vent their frustrations out and do that to tease their lover, or just to show men, hey, look, I'm sexually active, boys. What are you going to do about it? And of course, that's what you want to entertain. Look, I'm an old school guy. I'm Legs and Co. I'm Pans People. Oh shit, I'll even throw in Kenny Everett's Hot Gossip for good measure, which was a mixed dance troupe. Yeah, sexy. It's more about sexy than gratuity. That's what I liked about those routines, and I still watch them from time to time, ladies and gentlemen, because you know what? 2022, you got to do that shit, right? But then, we gotta come over here to my mate Matt Ramos. The self-proclaimed journalist, entrepreneur, the TikToker with 2.8 million followers.
There's no intro needed into this video, guys. This is the moment. This is what we've been waiting for. The wait for Spider-Man No Way Home, and this trailer is finally over. Let's react.
This guy's a paid show from DC and Marvel Comics, by the way, and their film entities, or entities, as I like to say. If hashtag She-Hulk twerking really upsets you, just know there's more coming. And of course, I tweeted my reply. Basically said, yeah, the more that comes along, the more we just won't watch because it's absolutely freaking cringe. Now go back to She-Hulk here, 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb. Hawkeye, my man right here, Jeremy Renner, 7.5 out of 10. Now, I'll say this much about that, right? I would actually watch this show again, but I will skip the bits I don't need to watch, like Florence Pugh in a god-awful Russian accent, and anything to do with the masculine characters like Kingpin just getting demasculated in a few seconds by the more powerful woman. But Jeremy Renner is still great in that show. Hailee Steinfeld, if someone just took her to gym class and got her to teach her how to run properly, because she's a really hot chick. I like her. She's great. Don't like her brand new music, but I think as a personality and as an actress, she's actually fairly adequate. But Hawkeye will be my go-to Christmas treat because it is cringe and it's good in places. But Jeremy Renner, been a lifelong fan of that guy. And by the way, I'm actually watching a show of his at the moment, which I'm going to do a review on later on. So stay tuned for that one. You want to make sure you watch that, folks. But yeah, so, going back to Miss Megan Thee Stallion, I want to say this as well. Her brand new music does not appeal to me. Why would it? It appeals to the mindless generation that we are suffering with now. I mean, for me, growing up, it's Def Leppard, Dokken, Anthrax, or Guns N' Roses, LA Guns, all these bands, and I still listen to them today. That's my jam. That's my music. Had a very interesting conversation as well with a lovely mixed race lady on Friday, and she said to me, Jason, it's people like us can't like that kind of music, the white music, because we suddenly get branded as you're meant to like X, Y, and Z, which of course is absolute dog shit. We already know that, so I just thought I want to point that one out. And, if anybody finds Megan Thee Stallion attractive, well, she puts a shit ton of makeup on. Me, I would rather hang out with Ana Diarmas. I mean, give Ana Diarmas and me a day in paradise. I'll never want to leave that island ever again. And the last thing I want to say before I sign off, folks, is this. If we get Avengers 5 and beyond, I want to see these girls popping up in these outfits in those films. I mean, fuck yeah. Give me the money now, bitch. Give me base actresses who are willing to put on these kind of outfits, and I will be there. But as long as Victoria Alonso, Louis Esposito, and Kevin Feige are still running Marvel, the shit show as it is, we're not going to get this, are we? So a man can only sit back and wish until his dying day. So folks, if you enjoyed this video today, the recap of She-Hulk 2 and 3, I'd rather sit through this than Rings of Power. But obviously I've got House of the Dragon to watch as well. And yeah, for me to say I would actually sit through She-Hulk than the Rings of Power, well, that probably will sum up to you how bad entertainment has gotten and how bad the cringe is, where you're concerning levels of cringe on one show compared to another. So on that one, folks, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you like it, make sure you comment, make sure you share far and wide, because it will tell YouTube that you like to share my stuff. And on that one, folks, if you were me and if I were you, I will catch you on the next video.
Taste it there, num, eat it up. Go play.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Like and subscribe, or get your nuts Krogan crushed with Jason King.